Do you still have work? I apologize if I'm bothering you, but it appears like you're running late today. But couldn't you have contacted me or something to let me know you were running late? I recognize that you are busy, but I am concerned about you.
Oh, you're here. Yes, it wasn't so much that I couldn't as it was that I didn't want to text you at all.
You didn't want to speak to me, did you? Why, what's happening?
Nothing. Just don't want to speak with you. You shouldn't be concerned since I won't be returning there in the future. Never again do I wish to enter that house with your gloomy face. I've discovered a location that is so much cozier and a person who gets me. I'm currently en route to replace it. Morella is her name. To be honest, she's a class above you. She really is remarkable, and her father is a CEO.
You say, what? Are you informing me about your girlfriend in this sitting? You're boasting about your girlfriend to your wife?
It's true, haha, why not? I'm head over heels for Morella. Why can't I express my joy about that?
Could you perhaps take a moment to rewind? I don't understand. What is going on?
I assumed I had been clear. Morella is her name. She's the daughter of a CEO, and she is quite wealthy. She's adorable, too. She is amazing, and God, she smells so good. She has this incredibly fluffy, fuzzy vibe. She's unmarried, has no children, and has no debt, unlike you. She is also educated, and her parents are active members of society. The best lady I've ever met!
She is educated, thus I must be a decent person toward you. I didn't ask to learn more about her, I assure you. How could you do this? I questioned. Were you trying to make me feel bad? Simply said, I have no idea what you are thinking. Did you decide to defame my parents while admitting your adultery?
Have I lied? Your mother is still in poverty, and you grew up with nothing? In other words, you had a single mother raise you.
Is it the only time you've ever considered my family? Do you believe that because my mother raised me all by herself, my family is useless because I am poor?
Maybe not all, though. But yes, yours. Just take a look at how you hold yourself and how you speak. You were a poor child.
How could you say that, even if you did think that? Much less your wife, to anyone? You are incredible.
Your mother has never once been observed wearing designer clothing. Never once. How in the heck is she not poor? Furthermore, you don't even care about Gucci or Louis Vuitton, do you? That just serves as evidence that you were not raised surrounded by those things and do not understand what quality is.
How could you possibly infer someone's upbringing from their preferences? How much money I have or what I wear really doesn't matter. You're being very harsh right now.
I'm simply being honest with you. Why must you be so agitated all the time?
You're attempting to blame me for this? Our lives are being destroyed by you.
You see, this is why I find you so annoying. You constantly lose it over the little things. This isn't that little, but still. You're undoubtedly shocked that I found someone who is significantly superior to you. I understand. It's probably beyond your capacity at this time. However, I don't know who would choose you above Morella, to be quite honest. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to let me go.
Okay, good. It's shocking to learn that my spouse has been having extramarital affairs, but that isn't what I'm referring about. You are treating me so horribly, not to mention my mother, that I can't believe it. Have you always had that opinion?
Are you, LOL, attempting to sound like a sad heroine? Such a pain. I now plan to wed Morella, and that is the goal. Now all you have to do is acknowledge it and go.
Please pardon.
Hey, don't stress over it. The settlement will be sent to you all at once. Okay with direct deposit?
Hold on. Don't simply make decisions for both of us. And why did you ever get married to me in the first place if you've always had that opinion of my family?
I don't know, I guess. You took care of things around the house and appeared really put together. Simply said, it was simpler to accept it.
You scoundrel, You know that marriage isn't something that has to be fixed by spending money on it.
Oh, stop talking immediately. I'm promising to pay everything at once. That also includes losses. That entails accepting responsibility, correct? Geez, is there anything about which you cannot gripe? You should be grateful for receiving any trailer garbage at all.
You are an evil person.
Whatever. Anyway, I'll sign the divorce papers tonight and deliver them to you the following day. Please sign them, then good night.
Are you crazy? You can't just divorce your spouse like that. We should discuss this.
What? How could I? You're so irritating that I can hardly stand to text you. Without a doubt, I'm not coming to meet you. There's nothing to discuss because I won't change my viewpoint. Now that I'm going to hang out with Marilla, bye.
Hold on. Why are you acting this way? I've submitted the divorce paperwork even though you won't return my calls or texts, no matter how many times I try, David.
Finally, even though you could have finished it a little earlier. I was certain you were being clingy since you were taking so long, but at least you got it in.
Just a lot going on at work. I have no attachment to you. I've also been relocating, which is difficult. I have to deal with the fact that the new apartment is unfurnished. As soon as I had a moment to breathe, I finished them.
It's adorable. You act as though you never had anything essential to do. You know, I wouldn't have cared if you had stayed there.
Living in the same location I used to with my ex-husband just feels weird, even though the house is in your name. Additionally, I don't want you to come weeping back to me.
What? I'd never want to rekindle my relationship with you. Are you insane?
Only in case. I want to rule out any possibilities.
There's absolutely no way to calm your nerves, all right? No, oh my God. You must really have a thing for me, huh?
Okay. If I were, I suppose I'd stay put, but more likely than not, you're simply making assumptions.
Ah! Whatever!
If not, I would disclose my new address to you. Which I most certainly won't. Oh, and I made sure I received the entire money you promised, so I can assure you that we are finished.
Huh. You are essentially a frigid fish, then. You fall short once more to Morella.
If I cared about your view of me at all, then it may matter to me.
Everything you say.
I just want you to know that I share your sentiments, regardless of how absurd you may think it is that you could ever wish to rekindle your relationship. And this, Morella, what was it? The daughter of the CEO likes her. Please. That will make both of us happier.
Hi, Vera. I wanted to share something happy with you.
Oh, congratulations on finding the wife of your dreams.
Thanks, but why are you congratulating me in such a sarcastic tone?
Really? I was just kidding around. You know, it's not easy to find a perfect spouse these days.
That's true, but I heard you say that my second wife had been married before. How did you know that?
One of my old friends used to date her and told me about it.
So she revealed my secret to you? I can't believe this.
Don't get angry, David. I was just joking around. My ex-husband has no right to judge me or anyone else.
Please don't joke like that anymore. I can't believe you said that.
Your sense of humor is still ahead of you, David. Don't be too serious and forget about it.
Shut up! So, I take it you heard the news? A new wife!
Little Miss CEO's daughter got divorced. Am I right?
Yeah, I know. And I'm her ex-husband. But don't worry, we're doing fine now.
Really? You guys seem to be handling it well. I also heard she had a big debt before, but it seems like you've paid it off.
Yes, we have. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me how much money we spent as long as we're happy.
Well, congratulations then.
Thanks! In fact, I just proposed to Morella earlier today and she said yes.
Wow, I guess you've been waiting for this day for a while, huh?
Ah, maybe a little bit. But you know how it is, she only said yes because of all the money I threw at her.
Yeah. Right. Tell me a romantic story, David. Ha! Ha!
I can't wait to enjoy our honeymoon after the wedding. I have my amazing girlfriend with me.
Oh, really? I'm so bored of hearing about your love life, it makes me nauseous.
I think you're just jealous. I gave her 10,000 roses and a 24-carat diamond ring. It was so romantic. Plus, when her dad retires, I'll take over his company. I'm already the CEO of a $100 million company, so the ring was nothing.
That's nice, David. But please spare me the details. So, what are your plans for the honeymoon?
We're thinking of going to Hawaii or maybe Europe. We haven't decided yet, but wherever we go, it's going to be fabulous.
Sounds wonderful. But do you really think you'll get promoted to the director replacing Morella's father?
What do you mean? Definitely because I have the wife of the CEO, so we will replace her father in the future. That's obvious. The right thing I did was divorce her, lol. Don't hope I come back to you. Morella and I are in love.
Totally agree. But there's something I'm not sure if I should share or not because it's really shocking.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Her father's company is just a fake one.
Surprised, how do you know this? Don't try to fool me.
I'm really worried about you. Do you not know what your job is, or do you just sign contracts that others sign without understanding anything? And she is not the daughter, but only the ex-wife of the CEO's son, that's all.
She isn't?
That's right. I heard the CEO say that the director position is just a fake company she set up to cheat you out of your investment.
I don't believe it. Are you lying to me to get back together? Forget it.
I just want you to know the truth. You can check and confirm these pieces of information.
I can't believe I was fooled like that. Aren't you ashamed?
I'm sorry if I made you sad. But I think you should know the truth sooner rather than later facing unpredictable consequences.
How did you know about my affair with him?
Don't be foolish, David. I am not your friend. You are just a little ant to me.
My apologies, I got confused. But how do you know about this?
I don't need your money, David. By the way, I want to remind you that I am his granddaughter and of course, I inherited 20% of the total amount in his will.
20% stake? Since when?
Recently, David. When I heard about Morella, I felt sorry for your fate.
Can we go back, Vera?
Go back? That's not in my dictionary, David. I'd rather buy a dog as a friend than go back to you. Don't you love Morella? Keep it and use it.
I have changed my mind. I still love you. Let's get married again, Vera.
Don't be foolish. Do you think I'm inferior? I already have a new worthy boyfriend. Goodbye, David, the slave of money.
Vera, everything is just misleading.
Oh, I forget it. Maybe you should know this a bit soon. Yes, actually. After we signed up for our marriage registration, I realized that I forgot to mention something important. Morella owes $1 million US, and they might be contacting us a lot in the future.
What?
Oh wow, that's a lot of money. Do you know why she owes so much? But I think it has to do with her business. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know so we can be prepared for any calls or messages from them.
Vera, I want to apologize for everything that happened between us. I know I was wrong, and I deeply regret my actions. Please, give me another chance.
The trust is broken, and I can't find it in my heart to give you another chance.
But people make mistakes, and I'm willing to make amends. Please, let's work things out. Give me the opportunity to show you that I've changed.
David, you were my ex-husband, and that doesn't give you any entitlement to my forgiveness or any part of my life. I've moved on, and I don't want to revisit the pain you caused.
But Vera, according to the divorce settlement, I'm entitled to a share of the assets. It's only fair that I receive what is rightfully mine.
Fair? David, you must be joking. I can assure you that you won't get a single penny from me. The consequences of your actions go beyond material possessions.
You can't just dismiss our history like that, Vera. We were married, and there are legal obligations to consider.
Yes, we were married, and the divorce settled those obligations. But as for any financial claims, you should know better. You made choices that led to our separation, and I have no intention of rewarding that behavior.
Fine, have it your way. But remember, Vera, karma has a way of catching up with people.
Please. I'm not concerned about karma, David. I'm focused on my own happiness and moving forward. I suggest you do the same.
Then, he realized that his new wife had tricked him into a large debt. All of his accumulated assets were gone. He begged for help from me, and of course, I treated him like I lived in the past as a wife he treated and helped him out with $100. I decided to move on and find new happiness instead of staying with him.
Hey Julia. How are you doing? What's your plan for this weekend?
Hi. I'm good, Eva. I don't have that much planned for this weekend. The only thing I have planned is to go and get coffee with a couple of friends.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Would it be okay if I joined you guys?
Wait, what?
I don't have any plans for this weekend. It would be really boring if I stayed home doing nothing all weekend. That's why I'd love to get coffee with you guys.
Well, I guess that would be fine with us. You can come if you really want, though. But I don't think you paid for yourself last time you came out to eat with us. We had to pay for you instead. I feel like this happens pretty often with you. You never seem to bring any money with you. Don't you think that's weird?
I'm sorry about that. I'm sure that I would remember to bring my money. Especially I was invited from the very first place. The last time I went out to eat with you guys was very last minute. That's why I thought one of you guys would be willing to treat me to dinner.
I don't really understand your logic.
What logic?
Why would one of us have to pay for you just because you decided to come last minute? You should pay for the food and drinks that you order. Isn't that a pretty obvious thing to do?
You're being pretty annoying about this. Are you trying to say that what I did was wrong?
I'm just saying that you should pay for yourself if you're coming out with us.
All right, whatever. Where are we planning to go this weekend? Would you be able to come and pick me up?
You're asking me to pick you up again? You have your own car, right? Why don't you just drive yourself? And if you don't want to drive, you can just ask your husband for a lift. I believe it would be nice if you could just get to the cafe yourself. Your house is in the opposite direction for me. I don't want to have to take a huge detour to pick you up.
What? Why are you being like this? I think it would be more fun if we went together. I mean, we can have so many conversations on the way.
It's only like a 30-minute drive to the cafe. Please just drive yourself. It would take me an extra 20 minutes if I came to pick you up.
Hey Julia. It's only an extra 20 minutes. I don't understand why you're being so difficult. You really are so selfish.
I don't understand why you won't just drive yourself. I literally don't get it.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't want to use my car because it would cost me money.
Really? That's the reason you don't want to drive?
I'd have to pay for gas and parking if I drove myself. I don't want to waste my money like that. That's why I'm asking you to come and pick me up. It's only a small detour for you. I really don't understand why you're being so hesitant to come and pick me up. It'll be like a mini road trip.
Sorry, Eva. But I don't want to take a detour. I also want to go straight home after the gathering. I'm asking my husband to look after the children, so I don't want to leave him waiting for too long.
Listen, Julia. I don't care. I've decided that you're going to come and pick me up. Thanks so much. Tell me once you guys decide on the time.
Are you for real? Would you please listen to what I'm saying?
I'll make sure that I'm prepared this time. I'll hope not to forget my purse.
Hope? You'd better not.
And you'd better come and pick me up.
Okay, fine. I'll come and pick you up. But don't assume that I'll come and pick you up every single time. This is the last time I do that for you.
All right, whatever. I'll try not to ask you for a lift in the future. Bye, see you then. Can't wait to see you guys.
Eva. I've had enough of you. I'm really so tired of waiting. When are you going to pay me back?
What are you talking about, Eva? It's 8 a.m. Don't you think it's so early?
Wow, you still can sleep so well. Don't you forget to pay my money back? It's not just me. All of our friends are wondering when you're going to start paying us back. You always borrow money from one of us when we go out to eat out. You always say that you'll pay us back. But ironically, none of us have received any money back from you.
Oh, so that's why you wake me up at this time? I'll pay you all back the next time my husband gets his paycheck.
If this continues, we're not going to invite you out with us anymore.
Stop being so dramatic. Anyway, where are you guys planning to go next?
Are you listening to anything that I just said to you?
I heard that Lisa was planning a short vacation with the group. She didn't tell me the details of the trip when I asked. I don't understand why she didn't tell me anything.
I think it's pretty obvious why she didn't tell you.
Where are you guys planning to go for the short vacation? Just tell me. Don't be so selfish.
Well, if you ask. We're planning to go to Paris for a few days.
What? You guys are planning on going abroad? I'm surprised to hear that.
We've been planning this for a while.
Really? But why haven't any of you invited me? I'm planning to go either way.
Wait, what? Why are you sounding surprised?
Of course, I'm going to go. I'm not going to forgive you guys if you leave me out of this trip.
I'm sorry, but you can't come. We've already made all the reservations and paid for it all. It won't be possible for you to come with us this time.
Okay, fine. I'll meet you guys in Paris.
What? Are you sure you can get there by yourself? The flight there is actually pretty long from the US.
It'll be fine. I've been abroad many times before. Would you be able to make an extra reservation for the hotel?
We booked the hotel with a package deal including the flight. I'm not sure if we can add you just for the hotel reservation.
But could you send me the details of the trip? I need to know which flight you guys are getting on. I am definitely going with you guys on this trip.
Are you serious about this? I thought you didn't have the money to pay us all back right now. So where are you planning to get the money to go on a trip abroad?
I can deal with that. It's none of your business. Anyway, just make sure that you send me the details. I'm so excited for this trip. Can't wait for this.
All right, I'll send you the details for this trip later. We're still planning out this trip. So nothing is confirmed. All our reservations can still be canceled. We all have children, so Lisa booked cancelable reservations just in case of emergencies. Even if you come, you won't be able to come with us for all the activities, by the way. Are you really sure that you still want to be coming? You can always come with us on future trips.
Oh, come on, Julia. I have no idea what you're suggesting. Just send me the trip details. I'll book my flight ticket myself. And all I need you to do is book myself a room at the same hotel as yours. Actually, I guess I can just sleep with you in your hotel room.
I'm not sure if the hotel would allow you to do that. I'll send you the trip details if you're really serious about this. Also, let me tell you this one more time. This trip isn't 100% confirmed yet.
I am looking forward to it so much. I'm going to start packing for the trip already, by the way. And I need you to pay for my hotel reservation.
I am definitely not going to be paying for your hotel. I also don't know if you're even going to be able to book the same hotel as ours. It might be full already. If you're serious about joining us, you're going to have to reserve everything yourself. Don't depend on us to do it for you.
You always say that, Julia. I know that you're going to make the reservations for me. I have to go now, so make sure that you send me the details. Julia. Did you read the message I sent you? I've been trying to get in contact with you from yesterday. I just arrived.
Oh, Eva. I'm quite busy these days. I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you. You just said you just arrived? Where did you go?
You should still reply to me even if you're busy. Are you guys at the hotel already? Would you come and pick me up?
What are you talking about?
Stop trying to act like you don't know. I thought that you guys were going to come and pick me up.
But pick you up from where? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why don't you understand me? Are you out of our mind or something?
I'm completely lost.
I'm telling you that I just arrived at the airport in Paris. I am at Terminal S. When are you going to come and pick me up?
Wait, what?
Just answer my question. Hurry up so I can meet up with you guys. I haven't been to Paris before, so I'm little scared.
Why are you there?
What?
I mean, what do you go to Paris for? We canceled our trip. So I won't be able to come and pick you up. What are you doing in Paris?
Stop making jokes like that. It's not fun at all, Julia. Did you enough with the jokes? Hurry up and come pick me up.
That's not going to be possible. None of us are in Paris.
I don't get it. So where are you guys then?
We're all still back home. Lisa had something important this morning, so he canceled our Paris trip. We decided that we would just go to Los Angeles instead. We're planning to leave this afternoon.
What? You guys are going to Los Angeles instead?
Yeah. We all just met up right now. We're going to drive there together.
I don't understand anything. This is some kind of prank, right? Please just come and get me from the airport.
This isn't a prank at all. Everything that I just told you is the truth. We decided that we would take our families with us as well. Our 3 families are all heading to Los Angeles right now. The children seem to be very happy to be taking a short vacation like this.
You should have told me that you guys canceled the Paris trip. I don't understand why you didn't tell me.
Why should I have told you? We didn't invite you on the trip in the first place. I didn't even know that you had actually booked a flight ticket there either. You probably should have told one of us directly if you really intended on coming with us.
I thought I told you that I was coming.
Don't you remember what I told you? I told you that nothing was confirmed yet. You didn't listen to me at all. I can't believe that you decided to book a flight ticket after I warned you about it so many times. It's actually kind of funny. How dumb you are.
So you're telling me this really isn't a joke? Am I really here all by myself and you guys are all still back in the U.S?
Yeah, that's the current situation. Do you want me to send you a photo for proof?
Okay, I believe you. But what am I supposed to do now? That's the first time I've been to Paris. I have no idea where any of the hotels are either.
I don't know why you're telling me this. I won't be able to help. Did you even book a hotel for yourself to stay?
Wait, what? Didn't you reserve the hotel for me?
Why are you asking me that? I thought I told you very clearly that I wouldn't be booking a hotel room for you. Didn't you listen to what I said?
Why are you being so mean to me? Please just help me out. I'm getting really worried now. Please just come and pick me up from the airport.
I'm not being mean to you at all. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation you're currently in. I'm kind of surprised you even managed to get to Paris by yourself. You paid for the flight ticket yourself, right?
I secretly use my husband's credit card. And he doesn't know about it. I was planning to ask you for the money for my flight ticket anyway.
I'm just going to pretend that I didn't hear that. If you managed to book the flight yourself, you should have been able to book the hotel room yourself. I thought I sent you all the details for the trip.
Well, that's because I thought that you were going to book the hotel room for me.
I told you that I wouldn't do that. You were only asking me to book the hotel because you didn't want to pay for it yourself, right?
Well, that's one of the reasons why.
Your intentions are so obvious these days. All of us are tired of you borrowing money from us. You probably have no intention of paying us back anyway. Don't think that we're going to let you get away with this. You're going to have to pay us all back the full amount you stole from us.
I didn't steal. I'm your friend, so I was just borrowing a little bit of money. It's not big deal.
The total amount of money that you've borrowed from all of us is very large. It's not an amount that can be ignored anymore. We're not going to wait any longer.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I promise that I'll pay you all back eventually. Would you please just help me get out of the situation? I have no idea what to do. I don't even have a place to stay. I don't have any idea how to leave this airport either. And of course, I don't speak French.
Well, I'm sure people will understand you even if you speak in English. Go and ask one of the airport workers for help. This has nothing to do with me. I also want to ask you to avoid hanging out with us in the future. All our other friends don't really like you either. I would advise you to distance yourself from everyone for a while.
Is that really true? I thought I was popular and everyone liked me.
Huh? You must be out of your mind. I want you to pay us all back as soon as you come back home. That's it!
Wait, Julia. Hey, Julia.
After that, Eva tried to call me multiple times to ask for some help, but I didn't want to pick up the phone. I wanted to focus on the vacation and enjoy precious time with friends. Eva was unable to even leave the airport. She couldn't ask anybody else for help. Then she decided to sleep at the airport and went back home the very next day. Her husband also found out that she had used his credit card to book the flight tickets, so he got very mad at her. She had learned a big lesson. We all felt happy after getting rid of Eva. Hello, my brother. Bella here. I hope I'm not interrupting you at an inconvenient time. Are you coming back here? Today is a busy day for me. Could you and your wife just stay at home today?
What are you on about, Bella? Why do you have to bug me all the time? That's fantastic. Why do you anger me merely by reaching out to me? I'm sure it's about something bothersome. Since you're 30, I'd assume you'd matured by now. But you're still the same grumpy person you've always been. What exactly is it? Let me guess, you're still alone in your room today, aren't you? You're still living on the top floor of a magnificent apartment complex, and you're not even enjoying it. What a squander.
Silas, please. The major reason I don't leave my room is that I don't want to cross paths with you and your wife. You may not live at mom and dad's like I do, but there's something about the whole setup that bothers me.
What? What exactly are you on about, Bella? You're always grumbling about something.
She seems to take it upon herself to go into my room whenever I leave it without even asking me. Before she leaves, she takes whatever she wants from my room.
She is now a part of this family, hence she is permitted. Family members should be able to take what they require from one another, right?
Certainly not. This is not the case. How could you possibly think that? She uses my toilet, eats all of my food whenever she wants, and acts as if she is attempting to take over my space. You mean you haven't noticed?
What are you talking about, really? You're just making stuff up. Stop attempting to create drama. Bella, your grumbling is so hilarious. You're making me laugh. Don't go too far ahead of yourself. Oh, I almost forgot. We'll be over tonight as well.
What? Are you kidding me? You can't keep dropping by unannounced, Silas.
No, I'm not joking. We'll be staying as well. Thank you for inviting us.
No way. That isn't an option. Don't even think about coming over here. Stay at home. My house is not a place where you and your wife can come and do anything you want. By the way, Mom and Dad feels the same way about you and your wife.
What? What did you say? Stop lying to me. What do you mean? Stop joking around and attempting to cause controversy with unfounded rumors. Get a hold of yourself. Tell me what you think about it once you're back to your normal Bella self.
Have you considered it? What do you mean? What do you think about?
Concerning the fact that you are 30 years old and are still living in Mom and Dad's apartment.
What does my age have to do with anything in this situation?
Oh, Bella, don't play dumb with me. It's not difficult. That is exactly what I meant. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter in the end. I'll inherit the flat nonetheless because I'm the firstborn son. So, I believe you can read between the lines. Soon, I'll be deciding who lives there and who doesn't.
Get away of here. You took the words I was about to say. That's what I should tell you. This is not something your father would gift you. That is, you will not inherit anything.
What are you talking about, Bella? Are you crazy? What are you on about this time? I can't keep up with your continual chattering. I'll make it easy for you. Since father lives there, it's his, there's no doubt about it.
You obviously missed the memo. Someone forgot to explain how things function in the apartment to you.
Don't start telling lies about the apartment being your fiancé's again. After all, he's on a business trip right now, isn't he?
That's correct. When you put your mind to anything, you must have an excellent memory.
Please, I don't believe anything you say. You claim ownership of the residence, but you can't prove it because he is never present. I'd never accept you at your word for it.
He's now abroad. I'm not going to bother him with a stupid debate right now.
He most likely accepted a job overseas to avoid a pig like you.
What are you expecting me to do? Do you want me to attempt to call him? Would you believe me if I could get him on the phone and get him to show his face and tell you the truth?
Oh, please. I'm sick of hearing about him. He isn't even here. As per usual. You keep referring to him as your fiancé, yet he appears to be little more than a two-dimensional boyfriend. A true loser.
What? I can't believe you're serious. I would never speak negatively about your wife, so please do not speak negatively about my fiancé.
That describes you perfectly. So damn depressed and sad all the time. Your melancholy is practically contagious just by glancing in your eyes.
You have no right to speak that to your sister. Who do you think you are?
Whatever the case may be, it doesn't make a difference. It's your life. You're free to be yourself. While you can, enjoy your life as a shut-in.
Is this the right time? Please accept my apologies for bothering you. I realize the time difference has made it tough to communicate recently.
Bella, hello. Wow, that must be the middle of the night over there, right? Is everything in order? I understand how difficult it is for us to communicate, especially with the current time difference.
I'm aware of that. I was hoping that this was the right time for both of us. I desperately needed to speak with you. I need to talk to you right away about something.
Of course it is. In that case, any time is a good moment. Is everything in order? Is this in any way related to your parents?
Yes, they are a part of it. Unfortunately, it is not all. This is actually more about my brother and his wife. The situation is rapidly worsening.
What? Are you serious? They are continuing being difficult to you.
Unfortunately. Even now and again, they just come over here and stay the night with no warning. I attempt to keep as much distance between myself and them as possible, but he simply seems to get smaller and smaller. The length of time they spend here is gradually rising.
Do you believe they're trying to gradually settle in so they can stay long-term or make the place their own?
Regrettably, yes. That is exactly what I believe. When my parents were constantly present, they made certain that they had to pay rent if they wanted to be here. But now that my parents aren't around as much, they just come and go as they like. I can't stand the feeling that they only want to live on the top floor of this building. So they're gradually evicting me so they can take control.
I'm sorry we had to go through this. It would be difficult to keep them from entering the building.
Exactly. Even if I say no, they will simply ask my parents, who will always say they are welcome to come inside. I have no power. They are only getting worse. They come and go whenever they choose. They will even take whatever they want from my home and leave without notifying me. I'm just tired of it all. When they come around, I just go into my room and hope they leave fast.
I'm not sure what to say, Bella. That sounds like a nightmare situation.
I was hoped to wait until you return from your business trip, but I am almost at my breaking point. It's like I'm pitted against 4 other individuals in my own home. I can never be at ease.
Hey there, Bella. Everything will improve. I wish I could be there right now to assist you. Tell me what they stole. I will replace them for you.
What? I can't expect you to do that. Aside from that, it might be very pricey.
It's just goods. We can always replace them after this is all done. What are some of the things you don't want them to take?
So, they got some clothes and accessories from you. And, of course, I got my engagement ring from you. Then there's my notebook, which contains all of my work data, and my backpack, which contains work flash drives. The fountain pen that my father gave me has always meant a lot to me. I'm sorry to ask, but can my printer be one of the items we purchase? They took it away from me.
Yes, of course. Printers and other accessories are inexpensive to replace. Those shouldn't be a problem.
But, truly? I'm not certain. I'm not sure I trust you to replace these things for me.
Don't be concerned about it. We should concentrate on concealing the vital information you just mentioned. Do you think one huge box will be enough to hold everything?
That should be fine, in my opinion. They aren't particularly large, so I should be able to pack it in a box with ease.
That's wonderful. Oh, And there's the element of surprise. I was going to tell you about it tomorrow, but I guess I can tell you now. Maybe it will cheer you up. I should be able to return home for a short time next week.
What? Are you certain? Finally! After all this time, you can finally return.
That's correct. I was able to predict everything else I'd take faster than expected. I'll be in your country for 3 months.
I'm ecstatic. That's fantastic news. Just knowing you'll be here soon will be enough to help me through my family's crazy. Please let me know if there is anything I can do or if you have any needs.
Thank you very much. You've been a tremendous assistance. Don't worry, I believe I have everything under control. I'm glad I could make you smile. Let us end our talk on a happy note. After all, it's the dead of night over there, right? You must be exhausted by this point.
To be honest, I think a little bit. Having to deal with my family drains me completely.
I don't blame you in the least. That's exactly what I was thinking. You should rest. If you require anything further, please contact me and I will do my best to assist you.
Thank you a lot. I'll contact you when I wake up. You're fantastic.
Without a doubt. That is why I am here. I've got your back. We'll fix this together. Have a good night. Dreams come true.
Felix, good night. Thank you very much for being there for me at all times.
Hello there, Bella. Drop what you're doing and pay attention to what I'm saying. I'll need you to get out of the apartment today.
What? What do you mean?
I met up with Mom and Dad for a little conversation. They believe you are wasting their money. You're a 30-year-old lady who hasn't married yet. Not to mention the fact that your fiancé isn't even in the same nation as you.
Really? You're using the fact that I'm not married against me? Is that why I'm being evicted from my apartment?
Anyone's fantasy woman isn't a middle-aged woman like you who is almost unmarried. You must broaden your knowledge of the real world. The experience of being homeless for a short time should enough.
Oh. So you're saying I'm being evicted from my apartment?
That's correct. It is truly for your benefit.
You're squandering your time. I had already left.
What? So you've already left? You mean you moved out?
Are you shocked? I could never relax in my own home because you and your wife were always around. So, instead of getting into any more pointless debates, I decided to take the initiative and make the first move.
Oh well. So, that's it.
I no longer require anything in the apartments. So, go ahead and do anything you want with it.
Is that true? That's wonderful. You are really kind. I guess everything worked out in the end. After all, this apartment is better off simply being mine.
That's fantastic. Whatever you want to say. Please send my regards to Mom and Dad.
Nope. There's no way they'd want to hear from you. You were nothing more than a parasite to them. They would constantly complain to me about you. Please do us all a favor. Just hurry up and get out of here. This family would be much better off if you were not there. Hello, Bella. Please answer the phone. A man claiming to be a lawyer just stopped by. They wanted to know who owned the apartment. What's the point of it all? What are you attempting to accomplish?
I am sure the lawyer has already explained everything to you. However, my fiancé is the co-signer on the lease for that flat. But you took charge and ordered me to go.
What exactly are you attempting to say? This is our parents' home. That is something both you and I are aware of.
I tried several times to convince you that you were mistaken. You simply do not pay attention to me.
But what about Mom and Dad? I thought that was their apartment.
Mom and Dad didn't know all the facts when they moved into their new residence. It was far more expensive than they had anticipated. Furthermore, Dad is a very proud man. He couldn't face the thought of you knowing he couldn't afford the flat, so he pretended he owned it.
What? You mean he lied to me about this place the whole time? How could he not afford it? He does an excellent job.
I'm guessing you're unaware of it as well. However, Dad was laid off more than a year ago.
He was fired. Why on earth didn't anyone inform me?
He and a few coworkers went out to drink. He eventually got into a confrontation with one of his new coworkers. That person turned out to be his boss's son.
The son of his boss? No way. What are the chances?
He hasn't been able to stand on his own since then. No other company is ready to take a chance on him. Especially if other companies learn why he was fired.
What on earth is going on? I can't believe he withheld that information from me.
Not to add that Dad is getting on in years. It is difficult for someone his age to find work. As a result, he is having difficulty paying his rent. But, because my fiancé is a kind man, he let Dad stay in the flat.
Are you sure? You must be lying. I can't believe my father would do such a thing.
Yes, it is correct. So I hired a lawyer to ensure that everything is done correctly. You are no longer stepping on me.
Bella, come on. Seriously?
I'm sure you've heard from the lawyer already, but I intend to sell the apartment. So I strongly advise you to return to your former flat as soon as possible.
What? Selling? You're not going to be able to achieve that.
Sure, I can. Oh, and bring Mom and Dad with you back to your house.
Hold on a second. No way. That isn't an option. By the way, where are you now? My wife and I have yet to cancel our lease at our previous residence. But, please, that place can't hold all of us. There is no way Mom and Dad could live with my wife.
It seems like a fair deal to me. After all, you're the one who can now look after Mom and Dad.
No. Let us leave things alone. You can take care of Mom and Dad.
Sorry, but it is currently unattainable. I wouldn't do it even if I could.
Why? Why is it so difficult? Don't be sluggish. Make it happen.
The reason is quite straightforward. I've decided to relocate to another country with my fiancé.
What? You're relocating abroad? Seriously?
Because he is already working abroad, it would be simple for me to pack my belongings and relocate to where he is. To be honest, it's a little sooner than I would have liked, but with all the chaos you and your wife have caused me, I didn't have much of a choice. This is probably for the best. So, thanks to you, I went ahead and started the procedure sooner.
No way, no how. I'm not going to let it happen. You are not permitted to leave. Cancel all of your plans right away. I'm your older sibling. You must obey my commands.
But, as I previously stated, that is impossible.
Stop telling lies. Nothing is out of the question. Stop deceiving yourself. You could never live in another country. You're 30 years old. You're a parasite who spends the entire day locked up in your room. You're not even employed. And do you believe you could live abroad? Please don't make me laugh.
What? I don't have a job. Currently, I work as a translator. Did you not realize that?
Translator? What? When did this happen?
I began working at a company that my fiancé had suggested. It's wonderful. It's my life's work.
Bella, are you serious?
Not to mention the fact that my fiancé and I have been together for the past 5 years.
What? Is it truly 5 years?
Yes, it is correct. But, with such a dysfunctional family, marriage is out of the question right now. But now that I'm traveling overseas with him, everything has changed. I am overjoyed. He is the most wonderful and significant person in my life. He brings me more joy than anyone else in the family.
Please, be patient. Consider it. You should not act in such an unreasonable manner at this time.
My mind has already been made up, and it is not unreasonable. You can't really blame me for making this choice.
Wait! Please! I swear I'll change. From now on, the entire family will turn over a fresh leaf and assist you in every way.
No, I can't take it any longer. I will leave the United States as soon as all necessary approvals are received.
Please, Bella. Just a moment. Think about it. We are one big family.
Oh, I have already considered it. And I've made my decision. There is nothing you can say to persuade me otherwise. Goodbye, Silas. My brother and his wife eventually divorced a few days later. After I departed, she understood the dangers of marrying my brother were simply too great. To put their minds at ease, the flat they were living in was still in my name. My parents and brother were functionally homeless since they lacked money and a place to live. To get a roof over their heads, they had to go 20 miles to a relative's house. However, even their relatives grew tired of them. My brother did not change, and they grew tired of his attitude. My brother and dad were evicted not long after. My father and brother were also having difficulty finding work. They had no choice but to take out a hefty debt. I wish them the best, but I have no doubt they will spend the rest of their lives in poverty. My life, on the other hand, has been really great. I departed the country as soon as the necessary approvals were received. My husband and I now have a beautiful life together. I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. I have just completed my work and I am now heading back home.
Hi. I'll be able to finish work on time too.
Excellent. I will prepare dinner and eagerly await your arrival at home. What are your dinner preferences for this evening?
Curry!
Okay. You really love curry.
Your curry is the best. Oh, do we have any meat in the fridge? I believe my mother utilized all the meat yesterday.
I guess there's no more meat then. Since I didn't go grocery shopping yesterday, I didn't manage to acquire any meat. Can I just make vegetable curry?
What? Be real? It's chicken curry or no curry.
I got it. I know you love chicken curry. Once I arrive home, I will proceed to do the grocery shopping.
Sorry, I appreciate it.
I don't have much time to simmer it. Will you be okay with it?
That's fine. I'll eat it again tomorrow night.
Okay. Good luck with the rest of your work. Chicken curry will be waiting for you.
I will work hard for chicken curry. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Max, it's an emergency.
What? What happens? I'm going home now. Sarah is making curry for dinner tonight. Don't complain about her cooking this time, Mom.
We don't have time to talk about it. Sarah!
Sarah's what?
I'm sorry about Sarah. I can't believe she got into an accident.
It was my fault.
How could it be your fault?
I told her to make curry for dinner. Sarah went out shopping because I said I wanted chicken curry. Then she got into an accident and this is my fault.
You don't need to be so sad about it. You worry too much.
I appreciate your consolation, but I'm really not in the mood right now. Sarah died because of me.
Get a hold of yourself. Sarah wouldn't be happy if she saw you like this.
That's true, but I want to blame myself for a little longer. That is all there is left for me to do.
We have to plan a funeral too. We're also holding a wake tomorrow.
I know, but I can't get a hold of my emotions yet.
Sarah would be sad if she saw you like this. Do you want to make her sad?
I know, but I didn't expect you to console me so much. I thought you didn't like Sarah. You two weren't so close although you lived together.
I didn't dislike her. I never imagined anything like this would happen. but we have to accept reality. We can't stay sad forever.
But it happened just yesterday. I can't get over it so fast.
But you have to get over. You have many things to do.
Yeah, we have to prepare for the funeral and everything. We also have to think about the speech for the funeral.
Didn't you forget something important?
What?
The insurance. I texted you to talk about the insurance. I want to know the amount before making a big purchase.
The amounts? Big purchase? What are you talking about?
Be realistic. Your wife is dead. But it was a good thing she died in an accident.
It was a good thing. Are you out of your mind?
You'll receive the compensation and the full amount of insurance because she died in an accident. It was better than losing her due to a disease. You would have had to take care of her in that case.
Wait! Is this some kind of sick joke? I really don't have room in my mind to laugh at your jokes right now.
A sick joke? What are you talking about?
If it isn't a sick joke, what are you talking about? You're talking about the compensation and the insurance when I'm devastated. I'm disconsolate about the death of my wife. It was a good thing? Nothing about this was good. Do you consider me your family?
You're going to give us half of the money because you're our family, aren't you?
What are you reading my texts?
I am. Did you read mine?
Stop talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. Why are you talking about money right now?
We have to talk about it now. I can make a purchase unless I know how much money I'm going to get.
What? Make a purchase? By the way, where did you go? We are prepping for the funeral.
I thought I could buy a new car depending on how much money I'm going to get. I came to have a look.
Wait! Are you serious right now? Your daughter-in-law, whom you used to live with, died and you went to look at a new car while your son is preparing for the funeral?
What? It's better than feeling depressed and not doing anything like you. We have to move forward. We're alive.
I can't believe this. My biological mother is telling me such unethical things without hesitation. And acting unethically.
What? Your father is with me too.
Dad too? What are you two doing?
We've been wanting a new car. We thought the timing was perfect.
Don't you flip and know that you're not supposed to say something so inappropriate? Don't you ever say this in front of Sarah's parents. I'm so ashamed that you're my parents.
Oh well, it's a good thing you have a family. You don't have Sarah anymore, but you have us. It was too bad Sarah died in an accident. And how much is the insurance? I'll get half of it because we're family, right?
You're inhumane.
Whatever. Just give me the money.
Stop messing with me. Enough is enough. You crossed the line.
Why are you mad?
You two are the lowest of the low. You're not my family anymore. I've only had one family, Sarah. You two are just parasites that leech off my house.
That's so rude. That's not the way to talk to your parents.
Say whatever you want. I don't consider you my parents anymore. You're not my family anymore, so don't think of me as your family.
Huh? What are you talking about? We're family.
You asked me to give you half of the insurance when I was devastated. What you did is inhumane. I don't need both of you. You're not in my family anymore. Don't depend on the insurance.
Don't be so cold. So how much are you going to get? We'll split. We'll split it into thirds with me, your dad, and you.
No way. Are you insane? I won't give you a penny.
Not even a penny? You're kidding.
You're the one who's kidding, aren't you? It's only been a day since Sarah died and you're already planning to buy a new car? Are you crazy? You're the ones who's kidding, aren't you? You're a psychopath. Do you not have a heart?
Why are you calling me names? It's not our fault. It's just time to buy a new car.
How is that related to my wife dying in a car accident? You don't understand how despaired I am. Do you realize that I lost my wife?
I know. I'm sorry if I made you upset. We've been so busy thinking about buying a new car. We couldn't shift our focus. I'm sorry.
It's too late to apologize.
Why I apologized, I should be forgiven. Just tell me how much the entrance will be. That's all I need to know.
I told you already. I'm not giving you any money. Not only that, but I also need you to get out of the house.
What?
I don't want to see your face again. Pack your bags and get out.
What? Are you going to kick us out? You can do that?
Why? This is my house. Of course I can kick you out. I don't even want to see your face anymore. Get out!
Cut it out already? We're your parents. It's crazy to kick your parents out that you live with.
I only let you live with us out of charity. I didn't want to live with you two in the first place. You two had to sell your house to pay off your debts. That's the only reason I let you live with us. But I'm not going to let you live in my house anymore. Just get out.
Are you really going to kick us out? What are we supposed to do after being kicked out of the house? Where are we supposed to go?
I don't care about that. You two are in your 50s. You can still work. You're alive. Sarah can't work anymore. We can't even be with each other anymore.
Okay, just calm down. Max, don't kick us out of the house. Families should live together.
I told you I don't consider you my family anymore. I don't care if you two become homeless. Having known your cruelty, I'm so done with you. You two have thought of Sarah as a stranger.
I'm sorry that we hadn't understood how despaired you were. But let's just calm down. Blaming me won't do anything, right? I'm sorry I sent you such insensitive texts.
It was an eye-opener.
What do you mean?
My only family was Sarah. You two only depended on my income. You've never cared about me. I finally realized that you've only been taking advantage of me.
That's not true. We're a fan in unity.
We lived in unity. You always criticized Lisa's cooking and complained about it. She always laughed it off, but I felt bad for her every day.
Did you?
Who would be happy to see their loved one being criticized? I can't apologize enough to her. And I'm willing to pay for it for the rest of my life. I'll cut you two out of my life first. I won't let you two take advantage of me anymore. I can't live with heartless people. Don't come to her funeral. You're disgusting.
Don't be so harsh. We should support each other. We're a family.
The insurance is the only thing you want. You won't get any, so give it up. Bye. Don't ever pretend like we're a family. Go to hell.
Sarah, I haven't been able to accept your death. I feel like you'll reply to me again. I'll never forget about you. Thank you for having married me and been with me. Goodbye, I'll try to move forward. I love you from the bottom of my heart.
Subsequently, Max's parents attempted to forcefully enter Sarah's funeral. However, the security guards discovered them and ejected them. Consequently, Max's parents ended up without a place to live after being expelled from the premises. Despite their tears, apologies, and pleas for assistance, they received no response from Max as he remained steadfast in his choices, continuously disregarding their pleas. Although Max's complete healing would require some more time, he made the choice to embark on a new beginning, carrying gratitude and love for Sarah within his heart. He intends to sever all ties with his parents completely, and he is actively working towards moving forward, treasuring his memories with Sarah. Cutting ties with such a heartless family was likely the appropriate course of action.